Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, 30 base.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. It's a party now.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Deep grip.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check 9.
Hit it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Stand up in. Mike 51. Hey, me and 11Z. I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Pollard. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. him again.
Back to throw. Love. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, man up. 12. Man up, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On first down, it's Love. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Come on now.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, check. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Love. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Pollard finding room to the 20. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
12. Mike 51.
Now Love. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Love throwing again. Flushed out right. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
And you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Ready? 70, Indy.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready to break.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Recon, 132 fighter.
It's our field.
Sit up.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Snap.
Take the creeping.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
Mike. In the face. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Head up.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Set. 10-2 soft. And go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
55 to Mike. Stop your whining.
Go.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Run for Pollard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it, baby.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, look out. Right, 622. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Block on third down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On third down, it's Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3,
Here we go.
I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on, boy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey!
Motion.
Now.
On 4th down, here's Stick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stick. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, Alpha.
Tighten up.
Let's go.
1st and 10, Stick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
53's the mic.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got wide. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
the outlaw.
Mike.
Rock it.
Kill. Watch the safety creep.
Leo. Hustle. Get it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Let's get it.
Come
A
on,
rare
set.
misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Defense.
On second down, it's Stick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. 25. Hit it.
Off play action, it's Stick. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Crawl.
Mike 51. Hey, they're scared.
To throw is line. Over the middle, complete. It's Burke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Check out. 565.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Foxtrot.
He wants the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on second down. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Check out. 290.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch.
11Z.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Rip right. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Reggie.
Jim.
Qual.
Hey, switch.
The final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, quick.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing is long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Baby, all day, baby.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2.
Switch. Check.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Gonna run again here with Pollard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Check up. 390.
All day, every day, any day. Rush in.
Let's go, Mexico. 12.
Let's get off the field, D. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Yo.
Watch it.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
They're going to go. It's locked. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65. 65. Check.
Mike 55, Mike. Hey,
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
down. 18 Gator. 53. Now.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave him great field. Now a hit and lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's Pollard again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's get that ball right here. Check 12. Check safety.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, baby.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 3. 218, chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Lott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burke. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What we got?
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Luck.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here it comes, here it comes.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Mike, you don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Stick looks to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ricky, pilot, 64, Rick.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Yep.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 99.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 53.
Yeah.
Hey.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 10-2 saw.
53's Mike.
Gone.
Coming. Check the backer.
Snap.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you go field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Luck. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Right here.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, Despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.